Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and let's create this product showcase card component using Next.js and tailwindcss. Yes, for this video I am using Next.js, but you can use reactjs for your convenience. As you can see, I have already created a Next app in my VS Code and I have cleaned some of my code from the page.tsx file, so it returns nothing right now. Now let's start creating it. So in the main div, let's give a height and width property first. So let's say the width is full and the height is green, and let's give a flex property which will be justify center items center. Alright, now within this div create another div which will be our card component. So for that, let's give a class name here of border. Let's say the border color will be border gray 500. It will be, for now it will be rounded MD. Alright, and let's give a height of around 500 pixel and width of around 400 pixel. Alright, if I save this and see my result, as you can see the border is visible, and within this we have to create the card. So let's give a padding here also, padding of let's say 2, and within this div we have to create another div which will hold our image. So import the image from next image. Alright, now remember this will have a source property. For now I am keeping it empty. It will also require an alt property which is important to give. So let's say the main image. Now this will also have a width property of let's say 400, and height is also 400. Alright, now don't give periods. Let's give a comment here that this is our main image div, and here under this div we have to create our preview card images. Alright, now create a div. Now what I can do here is I can create an array of object which I can map over it and preview our images. So let me import my images first and then show it to you. Alright, as you can see I have imported all the images that are required for this project in my public folder, and in my page.tsx file I can start creating the array of objects. Now here what I can do is just above my return tag I can create a const of let's say preview images and start creating my array of objects. So let's give it a name of image, and it will have the path of that image, so it will be 1.png. Now similarly do it for all the images. Alright, as you can see I have created my array of objects. Now as we are using TypeScript with our Next.js, we can use interface to make our code more type safe. So let's give it a name of let's say image prop, and within this it will hold our image which has a type of string. So now you can simply copy this image prop here, and here what we can write and like this. Alright, now what I can do is I can come back to my this div where is our preview image. I can simply write curly braces, and here I can simply call preview image dot map, and within this I will take data and index as a parameter, and I will simply write like this return. Now remember, as we are using curly braces we need to use the return statement, otherwise it will show error. So within this I can simply use my image from next image, and this will have a source of let's say data.image, and it will also have all property of let's say preview images. It will have width of it will have a width of around 80 and height of around 80 as well. Now if I save this, alright, now as you can see our images are visible, but it is in vertical orientation. Now to fix that I can simply come back to my parent div and give a class name here, class name, and it will have a class name of flex, items center, justify center, and it will have a gap of 5, and also it will have a my of 5, right? Now if I save this, as you can see, our images are visible down here. Now below this preview card div, you can create another div, and here you can add some description of the images that you are. I'm simply writing this is a product showcase. Now you can write here anything, so save it. Now this will show here, and let's do one thing. Let's increase our height to, let's say, 550. Alright, now what I can do is I can make this text center and font, let's say, medium. Now what we can do is now remove this border as we don't need it anymore. So if I remove this border, I can simply write a shadow. I can simply give a shadow of, let's say, MD here. Now we are done with it, but within this div, give a key property so that it doesn't shows any error in our console. So save it. Now only thing left is this function. Like whenever we hover over it, it changes the index. Alright. Now what we have to do is we have to use useState to implement that. So within our component, we can create useState hook. Let's give it a name of, let's say, current index, and a setter function which will be our set current index. And this useState will have a type of number, and let's initialize it with 0, and create a function below this. Let's give the name of the function as handleImage, which will take index as a parameter, and within this we have to set our current index to index. Now as we are using Next.js and TypeScript, we have to use client above our page so that it doesn't show any error. So if I save this, and here as we are using TypeScript, we have to give our type of the index, so it will be number. As you can see, now it is visible. Remember whenever you are using any hooks in your Next.js app, you have to use client, otherwise it will not work. Alright, now I have given the type of this index, so it will not show any error. Now copy this handleImage function, and within this div where we have mapped our preview image, I can write on mouse enter. The handleImage function will run, and it will have a input of index, and similarly whenever our mouse leaves, the value will be 0. Now to preview this image in my main image, we have to simply come to our main image tag, and here I have to write preview image, and within second bracket I have to write current index dot image. Now if I save this, as you can see, our function is working properly, but the images are too big, so it's going out of that card. So what I can do is I can reduce the size of this main image to, let's say, 300 pixel. And if I save this, alright, now as you can see, the images are within the card. But let's do one thing. In my div, let's give a class name here and give a flex property, and justify will be center. Now if I save this, as you can see, the cards are visible. Now if I hover over it, the image changes. Now let's do one thing. Let's make this width of 400 and save this, and let's increase our main and let's increase the width of this main div as well. Let's make it around 600. No, around 650. Alright, as you can see, we have completed our project. Our function is running properly and it looks similar to this. Now here I have not added the background. If I simply remove the background, it will look exactly similar to that. So let me remove this. As you can see, I've removed the shadow and it looks exactly like our previous project. Alright, as you can see, we have completed our project. If you like this video, hit the like button, share it, and comment down below any new project ideas you have and which you want me to do here in this channel. See you again in the next one. Till then, peace.